Well, good evening, everyone. I am excited to be able to share this presentation with Sir Java, who's a double diamond with Max International. And folks, we want to welcome you and joining us here this evening. And while this presentation is taking place, I really recommend that you share that link, the Crown Diamond Global Impact, and let everybody know that we're about to present this amazing opportunity. My name is Gingras. I'm a Crown Diamond with Max International, and I'll be presenting again. I mentioned with my co-presenter Java, who's a double diamond in Ghana. And a short presentation will give you an overview of Max International and the opportunity to improve your health and your finances if this is what you are looking for. And Max International is a US-based company established in 2007. We are currently in 20 countries around the world. Just recently, we've just opened the doors in Cameroon. That's very exciting. And the thing is, we're a group of professionals from different backgrounds united by our common mission. This is what I love with Max. Our commission-based business model is an amazing patent product that has the opportunity for you to create an above average income if you are in a position to share this information within your social environment. I truly, truly believe the impact that we've made around the world is absolutely massive, and we are just getting started. Java, it's a pleasure to share this with you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chris. And I'm super excited to be connected with all these amazing people that are with us live here. Yes, of course, my story with Max International has been an amazing one. My brother, William Zima, told me about Max International 2015, and it has been an amazing time. Since joining Max business, I can say that I have grown as a person. And I mean, Chris, you know my story, so you know the changes that have happened to me over, the years. And it goes on to emphasize the mission of Max International, which is to empower people to build a legacy of significant change, not just in their life, but also in the lives of other people. I can see that since I became part of this amazing company, I have been able to impact a lot of people. I mean, people around me, I can feel it, even in my family, my mom, my sister, my wife, everybody around me can testify how powerful this company is. The product too has gone a long way to affect a lot of people in a very positive way around the world. So yes, the mission of the company, I mean, personally, I'm a testimony to it, and not just me, there are a lot of people around the world that are testimony to this mission of, Max International, and that is even the more reason why some of us are still very much committed to this company, because the mission is very powerful.
Yes, this is absolutely. If I'm a little bit distracted, it's because I'm interacting with everybody that's just letting me know that, they're joining us, and this is wonderful. And again, we really want to welcome everybody. It's awesome from Lagos, from Zambia. We also have from Toronto. I know that Richmond, we actually met last weekend. So thank you for signing in. So again, really appreciate all of you here. And folks, what's really interesting is, and we often talk about significant changes. And when you think about legacy of significant change, it really starts with you. And sometimes people forget about themselves. They're so caught up into the daily operations and the challenges, and they get buried behind all of that. But I'm asking you here, as you are watching this presentation, what are the changes that you would love to see in your own life? Maybe some of you are looking for more security finance with your finances. Maybe you're looking for that dream home. I remember around the Toronto area where I live in the Ontario in Canada. And I remember driving around these areas in condos and high-end places. And oh and behold, this is where I live now today because of the opportunity of Max International. So maybe that's what you're looking for. At the end of the day, what we want to do is we want to really give you an opportunity to look at some great information that I know has impacted thousands, let me rephrase that, tens of thousands of people around the world.
No, I mean, one key thing that we can't all take for granted is our health. And I think significantly, the pandemic really, 2019, 2020, 2021 with the lockdown, it's all, made a lot of people very conscious about the fact that, hey, what, it's good to look at, all the things that we want for ourselves and our families, but, we can't take away how important our health is. I think most people came to the realization that, and I mean, sorry if you lost somebody, but I think the era we are in, it goes a long way to emphasize that our health is very, very important. And I think one thing that personally even drew me to the company was the story of my mother, who was so sick, and we had tried everything. So my brother told me about Max International's products and the amazing science of Max International, and it went a long way to shape what I call belief that actually boosted my belief in what we have here. So our health is very, very important. Now, in our world today, there are two things. Let me say two main things that we can't take for granted. And let's talk about our health. And another thing too is our finances. And these are areas of our life that Max International actually focuses so much on. So our health is important, and all of us should note this. All of us, we have testimonies to this because the pandemic has gone a long way to let us understand that, hey, you know what, aside everything, our health is priority. And the fact that Max International also prioritize the health of individuals will let us understand that, of course, we are actually dealing with the right company that cares about people.
Totally agree with you, Java. And folks, what's important here is that our overall health depends on our individual cells. And if your cells are healthy, your bodies are going to be healthy. It's really as simple as that.
Now, to talk of ourselves, there's one thing that I can say with all confidence, because of course I have some level of medical background. You see, when we were in school, we're spoken to about, we're taught that our cells need oxygen, needs energy, it needs water. There's one important ingredient that, or let me say compound, that our cells need to be able to thrive and to survive, and that's is called glutathione. Probably the first time you are hearing about it, glutathione. That was the first time I heard about it. The first time I heard about it was in school. I came to Max and it was re-echoed and re-emphasized. And let's talk about this glutathione. What is it?
Absolutely, which you kind of beat me to the punches. It's a bit of a mouthful, right? What is that big word glutathione? So let us kind of give you, kind of in simple format, what it is.
So glutathione, we will say that it's your body's natural defense against toxins, pollution, and more. So just see it as this, like, let's say inside your cell. Now, just like Chris said, all of us, every part of us is made up of cells, right? So just imagine that there's this protein, or there's this compound that needs to be produced inside your cell that serves as the military base, that serves as the guide against the toxins and all the pollution. And its sole responsibility is to keep the integrity of your cell, to ensure that your cells are clean, they're good, and they can withstand all the pressures that we go through as we go through life. Yeah.
Totally agree. And some of the benefits that you will get by having optimal level of glutathiones are, for example, immune system will be stronger. It reduces inflammation in your cells. Understand that when you reduce inflammation in the cells, the body's in a better state to heal, right? High inflammation, bad. Low inflammation, good. And when glutathione is increased by having the precursor that we'll share with you in a moment, will reduce the inflammation and increase the production, which in turn you will have some amazing benefits. For example, help slow down the aging process. You'll find that you'll sleep better. You'll find that the stress will be reduced and you'll have better mental focus. It also improves performance, whether you're talking about medical or physical. We get better stamina, recovery, so we can perform better, whether it is in the gym, the classroom, the boardroom, and some will even say the bedroom. At the end of the day, these are all part of our lives that are very important to stay healthy and active.
Now, so you hear these things, and then the first thing that comes into your mind that, oh, then glutathione is a very, very important, substance that we need. And yes, it is important. But you see, there's something that happens with glutathione, which is that, so first of all, it has been established that it is naturally produced by the cells in our bodies. Now, from the ages of 20 downwards, our cells' ability to produce enough glutathione begins to diminish. And there's something called oxidative stress, which is, all the pressures that comes as our body go through life. It begins at age 40. So from this graph, and if you even look into, the people that we know and experience that we have, most diseases, most chronic diseases, most aging problems begins from the age of 40. And that is because from the age of 20 downwards, you can see from 30 to 40, your cells' ability to protect that to protect itself with glutathione diminishes because it can't produce enough. And at that same moment, oxidative stress start building up. And this is a problem. I'll say this has been a problem for a lot of years. Like, because I remember when we were in school learning a bit of medicine, doctors used to, our professors used to talk about this a lot. That, hey, do you know what? Oxidative stress is a problem. And so it's something that the body needs to deal with it, but they were never really specific as to how to boost the glutathione level, because I think we will talk about that later. But just understanding that glutathione is a very good product. It's a very, very good compound that our cells need to produce. But there's a bad news, and the bad news is that from the age of 30, 40 downwards, our cells' ability to produce enough for itself dwindles.
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And also when you combine that with stress and poor diet and toxins and illness and abuse of alcohol and other issues that causes the glutathione levels to go down even faster. And remember what we said is that if the optimal level of glutathione in our cells are lower, you are going to be dealing with the challenges. It is as higher, you will be healthier. So we don't have enough glutathione in our cells. It's a problem, and this is what we need to keep in mind. So it's a very, very big concern, and that also brings a really interesting opportunity when it comes to your financial aspect, and we'll talk about that, because remember, when you solve a problem for the many, this is where the millionaires and the billionaires are created. And especially today, the wealthiest people that are actually kind of emerging from this from the past 2.5 years are attending to a very common problem. And this is exactly what we're talking to you about.
Yeah, and I mean, talking of the low levels of glutathione now brings us to, the medical conditions that are linked with low levels of glutathione. So what it means is that if we are dealing with people that have, serious medical conditions, in most cases, you realize that their cells' ability to produce this glutathione, is compromised in a way. So to talk of the asthmas, talk of the kidney problems, talk of, the erectile dysfunctions, I can go on and on and on. In all of these diseases, you will realize that the ability of the individual who is, suffering these conditions, you realize that their cells' ability to produce glutathione is diminished, and that is very, very significant in the whole healing process of the body. It's I mean, if I was having a medical lecture, I would say that it plays a key part in the treatment, or it plays a key part in, from the history all the way through the treatment. Because if your glutathione levels are low and you have a disease, then there's a linkage. And I'm sure as you go through, you understand how this big problem is solved, or how it can be solved as well.
Of course, and we've heard how important glutathione is. So why don't we get more of it, right? And it's always been a challenge. And if you take a glutathione in form of a pill or capsules, it will be broken down into the digestive tract. And what Max International is introducing are the precursors. So the supplements that we're about to share with you are introduced in the precursors. We'll talk about the solution in a moment here. And as you're doing that, it will increase the glutathione production within your bloodstream. And that's basically the basic foundation that is the beating heart of Max International. And it brings an incredible opportunity for us to share this within our social environment, which in turn brings a great venture that we're going to talk to you in a few minutes.
Yeah, exactly. So just like Chris said, so glutathione is very, very important. That has been established. Now, getting glutathione into the body has been a challenge for a long, long time. People have been trying to do this, science have been trying to do this, and that's been a problem. And is there a solution? Yes, there is a solution. And this solution is called ribosine, which is Max International's patented glutathione enhancing compound. Now, what glutathione does is that it provides your cells with the nutrients or the ingredient that it needs to produce its own glutathione at optimal levels. In fact, 300% much more effective than the next available product, or compound, which you also have here at Max. We'll talk to you about all of that. But this is it. There's a solution. And once there's a solution, it creates this opportunity for us to, just like Chris said, solve problems. you individually have the opportunity to, become very successful financially, because entrepreneurship, or becoming successful in our world today, is all about solving problems. So welcome, welcome to Max International. You're welcome to the solution company. We have a solution for people to enhance their glutathione at optimal levels, and we know what's going to happen when they have enough glutathione in their cells. It's just amazing, Chris.
Absolutely, Joe. I totally agree. And folks, if this makes sense to you, put a 1 on the chat to let us know that this information makes sense to you and it resonates well with you. Just put a 1 in the chat as we continue here. And at this point, folks, ribosine was created by Dr. Herb T. Nagasawa. It's an amazing man with over 45 years of professorship, who spent over 25 years of his life in the scientific research of creating ribosine. And folks, what I really love about this, this man is a product of his own product. I believe right now he's 95 or maybe 96 years old. In fact, we just celebrated his birthday, and he's still in his lab. He's still out there every single day. And that's his passion, folks. And what's really interesting is what we're talking, that he has 43 peer review studies and more to come. And ribosine is the most advanced glutathione support available in the world today, 300% more effective than the next best alternative in raising glutathione. And here's the kicker: we own the next best alternative, which is called Max GXL, which stands, most people don't know this, but I was there where from the get-go when this company started. Max GXL stands for Maximum Glutathione Accelerator. Whoa. And that's how we launched the product 15 years ago into the world. So what happens is now the ribosine, which comes in the Celgivity, we'll talk about this in a moment. This is the Bentley, right? This is like the Tesla of all cars, right? It's hybrid, it's new, it's the most advanced nutraceutical supplement that exists in the world today. So ribosine is truly a science breakthrough that solves a real problem in the world today. And because it is only available at Max International, this gives you and I a unique opportunity that's remarkable. And that's what we want to talk to you as we go through our products.
So, for me as an individual, I just look at a company that spends all of its resources and all of its, development trying to enhance the health of individuals. And I think, Chris, that is one thing that I really love about this company, Max International, because everything is geared towards enhancing people and making people better. Now, out of the ribosine technology that we have at Max International, Max has created amazing breakthrough product out of the technology that is changing the world, changing the health of individuals. And you see, it's very difficult to, have professionals use supplement because, they have very, very strict intake. But surprisingly, not really surprisingly, because this is Max International. Max International products have certification from the BSCG, Gold Standard Certification. Trust me, it's not easy to have that level of certification, but we do. What it means is that Max International's products are grade A pharmaceutical product. Like, they are grade A. They have the same grade as pharmaceutical products. Very, very uncommon certification to have for a supplement. And we also have certification from the Halal Group, which means that Muslim brothers and sisters can also take Max products because they don't have anything that goes against their religion. So in all, Max International, out of the ribosine technology, has created amazing product. And let's go through them.
Absolutely. So very first one is our flagship. Celgivity is our most advanced formula. Contains a ribosine and 12 supporting ingredients to raise the glutathione within the cells. So you take 2 capsules in the morning, or 2 in the afternoon, or in the evening. It really depends on your lifestyle. What's really important is you drink a lot of water, at least a full glass of water as you are sipping, the waters you're taking your products. Very, very important. And the fact here that, if you're looking to, if you're healthy, right, you want to remain healthy, folks, listen, you want to be proactive, take the Celgivity to create a shield to protect you against the free radicals that are out there that we know are plenty. Right. If you're aging and want to stay youthful, I know that Tammy and I, we're in that group. We want to stay young. We want to keep up with Sir Java and keep up with these young guys, right? To stay upbeat, and take the Celgivity, because I'm telling you, it will serve you well. It will extend your lifespan. It will extend your well-being. If you had health challenges and you're looking to have some recovery of some kind, you had an injury, take this product. It's amazing. It's amazing how it's going to speed up the recovery. And if you're struggling with your health and running out of options, listen, take the Celgivity. You cannot go wrong. It's important to note that our products are supplements. They are not. You can be taking alongside your medication, but it do not treat or cure or prevent any diseases. What it does, it creates an environment by elevating the glutathione production in your bloodstream, which reduces the inflammation. As this takes place, your body's in a better state to heal. And when people get in these products, which we recommend to commit for between 90 days, right? Remember, for some of us, might have been 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 70 years and above, right? To be where we are today. So understand that we've accumulated a lot of things in our body. So sometimes people want to have results within 2 hours. Well, let's be realistic, right? In some cases, it may take 2 weeks, it may be a month, it may be 2 months. But when you go for 90 days, 3 months, we know without a shred of a doubt, you're gonna get some result. That covers every single soul on the planet. That's why we recommend that. But very often people will get results within, a few days. It really depends on where you are when it comes to your health. This is a wonderful product. I took a little bit of time on this one because it is our flagship product, and we highly, highly recommend for you to be on that.
Yes, and I mean, my mother had her breakthrough taking Celgivity. So Celgivity is something I take myself, and I recommend that to for everyone. So I'm still taking Celgivity. So Chris, I mean, I'm also trying to get back to the olden days as well with my energy levels. Let's talk about max ATP. So energy. We are in a world currently where stress is, it's a very common phenomenon. You want to do more, we want to do extra hours. We have the family to take care of, their kids around, and sometimes we run out of energy. Sometimes there's so much fatigue. We have a supplement called Max ATP, and we call it the performance drink. What it does is amazing. You take Max ATP, half glass of water. It's in a sachet. You just put inside water, and then you mix it. You take it within 20 minutes. It kicks in, and you start feeling the difference immediately. What it does is it helps replenish all the energy and the fatigue that you might be going through. It also helps to improve your recovery after physical exercise. So if you're somebody that you have to go to the gym, or you have a meeting, or you battle with stress, you can take it before or after your sessions, and I'm telling you, you are going to experience so much. And now I know there are some students on the call now, so let me just chip this in. If you are a parent that you have kids that go to school and it's time for exams, or if you're a student on the call right now and it's time for you to write your papers, listen, I know during the time to write your papers, you need more energy, and there's much more demand on you. Take Max ATP. I'm telling you, it's not going to give you the spike and crash. It's going to give you energy on demand to sustain you throughout your day. You perform so well, and I can assure you that you would love Max ATP.
Brilliant. Totally agree with that. And I have a story, actually. I'm going to spare the story because for the sake of time, my daughter came to visit me, and she had a bit of a hangover. She's 25. And I give her this, and she was amazed. So he says, "How is this working so fast?" I says, "Well, I'm telling you, daughter, you should do this business with daddy." You know what I mean? She's been benefiting from daddy's benefit for business for years. Anyway, so let me put that aside a moment. So let me focus on the Infuse. The Max Infuse, folks, is another excellent product, and it comes in a small powder sachet, just like the ATP. And you mix it with water. You take it alongside, as you consume your nutrients during the day. But what's really important is that it contains vitamin and nutrients that are missing in our food, our basic food. And here's what's a real powerhouse with this one. It takes 20,000 calories of food compressed into 10 calories. This is what Dr. Herb Nagasawa has created. It's an excellent source of nutrition, especially for busy people that are on the go, that are dealing maybe with some health challenges, with fatigue. This is a great product that will supplement, and in fact, it will support what the Celgivity is doing in elevating glutathione in your bloodstream. That's one of my favorite also. I love this product.
Yeah, and then we go to the weight management system. So yes, of course, currently or in our world today, obesity is a problem. Most people are adding up weight at periods of their life where they don't really want to. And we all know the complications that comes with, being overweight or adding weight. Now, in as much as we want to go to the gym and do the exercises, which works perfectly, most of the time our timing and our work schedules don't permit us to, effectively run some of these things, right? And that is where Max Meta Switch comes in. What it does is that it helps your body to burn fat as you go through your normal activities. Now, you can add a gym to it, you can add diet to it, but it will still work with or without exercises or diets. Now, how is MetaSweet taken? It's taking 2 capsules 3 times in the day, so morning, afternoon, evening, and per dose 500 ml of water 30 minutes before food. It works amazing. I mean, I have a lot of testimonies with MetaSweet, but of course, because of time, I can't show you all of these. But does it work? It truly works. On the average, it will take you 90 days to have maximum results. What it does is that it targets fat cells and not your muscles. So sometimes people are concerned and worried about losing their shape, form. Now you wouldn't. It will keep your muscles as they are, but it will target the fat first in your blood vessel, called the visceral fat, to do all of those ones that can create the hypertension, the diabetes, the heart attacks. It deals with all of them, and then gets to your body, deal with the fat on your arms, your belly. It's very good. It promotes, good levels of sugar. So sometimes people are diabetic and they have weight. You take MetaSwitch, it's going to be amazing for you. It targets fat loss, not muscle. And what it also does, which I love so much, is that it helps to remove toxins and waste that is stored inside the fat cells. The fat cells keeps toxins, heavy metals. Once you take MetaSwitch, because of the ribosine that is in, as the toxins are released, the ribosine will mop up the toxins and give you a very clean feel. So I will recommend MetaSwitch to any of us, or if you know people that are struggling with weight and want to really get down, on the weight number, want to lose a couple of pounds or kilos, Max MetaSwitch is something that is really going to be of help to them.
Absolutely brilliant. And the last product we want to talk about today here is our 357 Omega Blend. What's happening here is that these oils are excellent product for the skin, the heart, the brain, and the eyes. And the Max 357 also supports a healthy breakdown of fat and cholesterol in your body. It's really a good product. In fact, we had a heart surgeon that was doing some heart tests that was able to prove that by increasing the production, or should say the consumption of this product, could actually reduce the risk of heart attacks, which is I don't know how it is in Ghana, Java, but I know in Canada, in the United States, it's the number one killer, right? It's, heart attacks is a big problem, which is caused by stress, nutrition, fatty food, and so forth. So that's what I love about Max International is we have some really good products that are taking care of people, which in the same time, it provides, again, an opportunity to earn a stream of income by providing these wonderful products. And what's really interesting is we have great stories.
Yes, a lot of stories. And I mean, I think the confidence that we have as Max International Associate is we are able to tell people that, hey, do you know what, go and search for things yourself, read about the product yourself, go on the internet and, find out stuff, about the product. And in most cases, I mean, they come back happy and excited. There are thousands of testimonies around all of our product, and you can go on YouTube, you can go on Facebook, go on Instagram, just type any Max product, and then you find people who have personally, done videos of themselves to put it out there so that the world can see how amazing these products are. Like sometimes you take something that is so good and you want everybody to hear about it. That is the kind of feeling that people that use our products, gets, and the feeling that they have to share this with the world. And with this creates an amazing opportunity. And I'm sure Chris will introduce us to that.
Absolutely. In fact, the reason we spend a bit of time on the product, folks, is for you to understand that we have some real tangible product that is our spine, which brings this opportunity to a really great front to help you creating that stream of income. And we all know that health and income are two of the basic requirements for creating a life of significance, as we started this presentation. And we want to make an impact in the world. I know that this is something that's always been important to me and Tammy, is we want to make a difference, and we want to be associated with a company that can make a difference. So the fact here is we're going to be talking about we just talked about some amazing science with our product in the ribosine. Now we want to shift over to the opportunity aspect and for you to see how you can benefit. Now, we're not going to go into a training on how the income is being generated, but it's for you just to surface on the potential on the income possibilities.
Yeah, and to talk of the income possibilities, I think for me, that was one thing that really, really spoke to me, right? What is possible with Max International? So, with the financial opportunities that comes with this amazing company, the idea is basically to give you an opportunity to add another layer of income to whatever you are making. Sometimes people, join or they hear what we do and they say, do I have to leave my job? Do I have to? No, you don't have to. What you need to do is just to have the mindset that, whatever I'm making is okay. It feels good to get a credit alert. I keep on saying, when you get a credit alert on your phone, it feels good. So the question is that what if you could have more of these credit alerts inside the month, even before the month end, to get more credit alerts? And this is what Max International provide to add another layer of income to take care of certain things, as we go through life. And I'm sure all of us will smile to a credit alert as well. So stay tuned. We are bringing you some good stuff from Max International.
I absolutely love it. And, if you take a look at these companies listed here before you, what do they all have in common? We're talking Uber, Facebook, Bolt, Airbnb, Alibaba, Expedia, and there's many, many more, a handful of more we can put here. But for the sake of time, we're just going to keep to those. What do they all have in common? Just think about it, right? What they all have in common is the internet and they connect people to products and services. And this, folks, is the way of the future.
Yeah, internet and connecting people. And I mean, to re-emphasize that right now, all of us have the ability to also use the internet and also to connect to people. We have Facebook accounts, we have Instagram accounts, we have apps, we are all using through the internet. We are able to reach out to people. So once we also have this, all we need is to be plugged into the right system that we can also leverage on internet and networking to add another layer of income. And trust me, Max International also leverages on internet and networking platforms for us to create, wealth through impacting people. And that is what we have here at Max.
Totally agree. So when we're living right now, we're living in a plug and play economy, right? And successful business now creating value by taking products and services and connecting them to people who needs them. We know that. We hear it in the news, right? You hear what happened to Amazon, right? During the pandemic, they grew by 10 times. It's because they kept providing the tangible service, even though we couldn't connect with each other. So through these platform and technology, we are changing the world. Take Uber for an example. Uber connect drivers who needs passengers and passengers who needs rides. See, it's that platform that allows users to plug in and get value, right? They didn't create the two parties, but what they did is they develop an app, a piece of software. Think about it, which have created an environment to connect the drivers and the passengers. And it became $1 billion in sales. I mean, mega, big B. So what's going on is, again, if we look at Alibaba, they created a platform to connect sellers and buyers, Expedia to connect travelers to hotels and flight. Just to give you an example, just recently I was going to Ghana was it about 2 months ago, I think, Java. We went to Ghana and
Yes.
then or so, and I was looking for flights to go to Ghana, and the prices were outrageous. Like, come on, yeah. So I turned around and I checked Expedia, and I like to stay with Delta because of her flight status, and I found the same airline but a fraction of the price. So my wife and I said, we'll take it, right? So this is what this new technology is providing. It makes it convenient and easy. So it is truly the way of the future, and Max International is perfectly positioned to take advantage of that.
Exactly. So the same system actually works here at Max. So at Max, we have amazing stuff. I'm sure if you have been following the presentation from the start, Chris spoke about the 6 things that we offer as a company: the network, the social capital, the commission-based business plan, the products that we just spoke about too, the travel incentives and the personal development. Everything that we have, this is what Max International represents. So this is Max International, right? We have everything. The products, everything. Now, there are individuals out there that are looking for stuff that Max International do provide, which we call them potential customers and partners, right? So our job here, your job is just going to be that plug, to be, the middleman or the middlewoman to connect potential customers and partners to Max International. Now, the moment that connection is successful, you are going to be paid a commission on that. Now, that is just for basic understanding, but I'm telling you that as simple as this sounds, it's great, and I'm sure Chris will be taking us through that. So your job is very simple: to connect potential customers and partners to Max International, and you can do this by leveraging the internet and also leveraging networking. Yeah.
Brilliant. I just love the way you explain that, Java. And at the end of the day, folks, as you see on this slide here, right, you see you here in red. And this person in red with a little black tie, and you see all these little bodies over here, and also with their little ties. And this is his social environment. And what happened is that he just shared that within his social environment. And what happens is these people will do the same. That person over here will also turn red in his own environment, his own ecosystem, which will also have his own contacts and within his also. And eventually what's happening is you got a team of people that are purchasing products, that are purchasing packages, that are starting a business, that are sharing this with the rest of the world. And what's going on is it's increasing the volume of purchases. And what's really interesting is that we work in a commission base. It doesn't matter if you pay in Ghana cedis or US dollars or Kenyan dollars or CFAs or Philippine pesos, or if you live in Kenya, it's a shilling, and if you live in Cote d'Ivoire, it's CFA. At the end of the day, it is all absorbed within the Max ecosystem, converting to a point system. And all of these points are accumulated, and then it turns into a commission check. Now, keep in mind that the numbers we're going to share with you here today are based in US dollars, because this is a world presentation where every markets around the world. We got people from Kenya here, people from Ghana, people from Nigeria. We have people from different parts of the world, actually. And I'm sorry if I didn't mention your country. Feel free to post them in here, and I'll mention it next time. The fact here is we keep that in US dollars for your benefit, so you can have a generic kind of information on real numbers that you can compare with based on your conversion, based on where you live.
Exactly. So, I mean, this is the potential that we are talking about, right? So, let me give you a very typical, a very typical story of mine, a very short one. So, yeah, I recall when I signed up to Max Business, I was exposed to earning potential. So I went back to my facility where I was working as a medical practitioner, and then I asked my accountant and my administrator, what is the level I can get paid? Like, this was 2015. I was told that as a medical practitioner in Ghana, I was never going to. There's no way I can hit $5,000 working as a medical practitioner in Ghana. It might be different in your country, but this is Ghana. In Ghana, it was not possible. Now I came to Max International, and I was told that the potentials are unlimited. And for one category of income, we talked to you about the categories, there are 7 of them. For one category, which is the team bonus, I could earn up to $40,000. I was sold. I was sold because I'm somebody that I mean, I work hard. I mean, I'm a hard worker. So if I can work hard and have the ability to earn this, then I mean, something that I would want to do. So what we are showing you here is what is possible. Right, this is possible if you come with your ability and you join us to do this. You stand the chance of working to the point where you can make $40,000. And the truth is that there are people that are making this amount, and this is just one out of the 7 different ways that Max International incentivize people, that connect people to the product and services that Max International renders to people. So this is just to let you know what is possible. And it's even more than this when you combine all the other stuff added to it as well.
I love it. And folks, and how to earn commission. And this is what I love is, in the past, when I grew up in this industry, I remember hearing this and, learning about it. And some people had to buy thousands of dollars of products on a monthly basis, and they had to go and retail all these things. Today, things are very different. Everything is hybrid. Everything is compressed. Everything is virtual. And you just basically purchase your monthly consumption, which we generate an average of about 100 CV. Some may do a little more, but the 100 CV is the minimum. Okay, so it turned out to be about $100. And that is your operating expenses. I know some of you are in business. Think about being in business for, around 120, 130, $140 a month. Well, it's nickel and dimes compared to the return we'll share with you in a moment. And the thing is, you connect potential customers and partners, right? And I know at the beginning, if maybe the funds are not there, we can work with you with some ideas and everything else. But at the end of the day, it is just your personal consumption that will keep you active for you to earn all the commissions that are available with Max International. So it's basically to consume 100 CV. That's commissionable volume. That is the currency of Max International.
Now, let's talk about the breakdown of what was just demonstrated to you, which is the team bonus. Now, I mean, just imagine starting a business and then, you start growing and, it takes time, but eventually you build to one level and then the other level. That is what we present to you here at Max International. Under the team bonus income category, there are ranks. What does this rank mean or they represent? What they represent is the amount of people or the number of people that you have in your organization that you are building your business with. Now, in most cases, to become a senior associate, you basically need to, have somebody that you have brought personally into the business on the left and the right of your binary tree, which you will learn once you become part of the business. And as that team grows, as people are making purchases, you see, our job at Max is to create a network of consumers. Chris just spoke about you buying your personal a product for your consumption. Once you devote yourself to creating a network and building a team of people who will be purchasing their own personal consumption product on a monthly basis, these volumes or these points built up, and it creates an NTU rank that comes with commissions. So senior associate, you can see we have bronzes, we have silvers. It goes all the way down to gold. And at gold, it gets very, very interesting. You can see the commissions there, platinum, diamond, and one other interesting thing about all of these ranks that you are seeing is that they also do come with incentive trips and reward, trips that are very, very, very exciting. Personally, the first time I traveled out of my country was because of Max International's reward trip for Gold Associates. So these are amazing stuff that we are also displaying to you. And these represent potential. So just imagine yourself, what if you could be a silver associate, right? What if you could add $500, add $1,500? And the good news is that all over the world, in the Philippines, in Ghana, in Nigeria, in Canada, in United States, there are individuals like yourself that are doing this. You see, for me, it's more about, is it being done? Has somebody done it? Oh, if somebody has done it and it's being done, then I can also do it. And the good news is that you get all the support that you need. Now, another part of it is the matching check, where you can earn any figure you are seeing here, 50% of it added because you are helping people to also make money at Max. So the business model is structured like that. It's not for the selfish, it's not for the self-centered. If you come with a mindset of, I want to help people, I want to, get people on board, I want to expose people to what Max International represents, you stand a chance of making significant income that can be very, very, very impactful, not just to your life, but to people around you as well.
I love this, and this is absolutely accurate. In fact, one of the very important thing is support. We have trainings, we have different offices. For example, in Ghana, we have different offices around the country. We have 7 offices, and we have team support. We have online business centers, and at the end of the day, these are facilities that are there to support associates, because we understand that most people don't come in with all this entrepreneurship experience, and they need help. They need the steps, the ABCs, and motivation and so forth. So that's the environment that we have to help you grow your business. So don't think that, oh, I don't have experience, I don't know how this works. Don't worry about this, because that's part of the process that comes with the program. And here's the kicker: most people have to pay for these kind of trainings, a lot of money, as a matter of fact. And it's all free with Max International, because everybody will contribute to make sure that their team members are actually well informed and educated to be able to be productive.
Yeah, and I mean, I love Max more because of some of these things, right? The support that you get. Other benefits that you also get to experience once you become part of Max International is that network of professionals. I've seen people that were doctors or people that were students that came to Max International and they met people that were doing so well in their field of expertise and leveraged on that network and even became good in their field of expertise. So you will be part of a professional network at Max. We have doctors, teachers, bankers, lawyers, judges. We have people that are high achievers that you can plug into that network and add more value even to yourself. There are world-class trainings as well. I mean, these are trainings that you, under normal circumstances, would have paid a lot of dollars for. But here at Max, you get all of these trainings. You have access to them for free. You have access to world-class mentors as well, business mentors that will teach you the principles of business and how it works. I personally learned science. I didn't know nothing about business. But today, when I talk, people ask me whether I'm a business consultant. And it's all because of the training. It's all because of the guidance that we are giving. And to talk of the incentive trips, would I just give you a tip of the iceberg on that? Max International do incentivize its leaders a lot. If you love to travel, then when you come to Max, you put in the work, the company will recognize you and take you around, fly you around to see the beautiful part of the world as well.
Absolutely agree with that. It's one of the really nice perks of the company. And folks, to get started, remember again, we're talking US dollars, and but remember that each markets have their own respective amounts based on packages and everything. So make sure you get back with the person that invited you here today so you can get all the facts on the different options and how you can get started. But generally, it's looking at a minimum of about $150 all the way up to about $1,000 plus. And again, it's not that you're spending more money because you choose to buy more gold, more expensive. What you're doing here is that you're literally buying more products. That's the only difference. And again, don't think because you start with a big package that you need to do that to be rich and successful. No, what's really important for you is to take an active role in sharing this information within your social environment, regardless of how you start. But the reality is, think of a farmer. If a farmer doesn't have seed to plant, when it comes time to harvesting, there's not going to be anything, right? So it's good to buy some seeds to be able to plant your seeds. And when you plant your seed, in other words, you got products and you share this with people, so these products can go in people's bellies. That's when the magic happens. The story starts coming out, the interest starts going in, the questions are following through, and that's how you start building the foundation of building your businesses. So these are packages that you can choose from, which again, a person invited you can give you more details on.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, I mean, personally, I'm a double diamond associate of Max International, a proud one, of course, and I am because I recall on, the 2nd of February, 2015, I had a phone call from my brother. He told me about this business. He called me again on the 10th, and I decided that, hey, you know what, it's time to go. 11th of February, I signed up to become an associate of Max International. And I can say that my life today has been as a result of the decision that I took in the past. I'm a double diamond associate today because when he called me and he showed me the plan, like you are seeing the plan today, I said yes. I was going to do it. And it's a decision I've never regretted. So, I mean, if you're on this call right now, my message to you is that, listen, whether you are going to be a bronze, whether you are going to be a gold, whether you are going to be a diamond, in the future is going to depend on your decision today. And you see, let it be your personal decision. I think sometimes people overthink this and they run it with people that don't have any experience doing this, or people that have bad experiences doing this. This is your decision. It's supposed to be your decision. If you have to run it with anybody, just tell them that you are excited to be part of something and you need their support and prayers. But what we can assure you is that once you become part of this, all of us, every single one of us is going to be part of your journey to ensure that you become a success. All we ask of is for you to come with your energy and with your willingness and with your desire to learn.
Absolutely correct, Dr. Izzy. And as she commented here, your decision alone, correct. And Java, you're right on point. So see, folks, you deserve a healthy and financial sound future. It is your birthright to live a good life and not to have to constantly work to be able to live, right? So the fact here is that Max International provides you this tangible option. And of course, the economy is not easy right now, but now is the time where people are searching. Focus on the big picture, focus on the vision, focus on the possibilities. And I'm telling you, that when things starts going back to a normal, and I think it's going to happen in October, November, the curve is going to turn around. We're going to get into some momentum right now. Inflation may go down a little bit. We don't know exactly how that's going to happen, but we do know that things never stays the same forever. Everything is cyclical, right? So the fact is, when we start climbing again, get ready for rain. Let the people within your social environment know about these things. So as we come to an end of this presentation, Sir Java, I'm going to let you finish this and give people a call to action, and what's the next step from there. Turn it over to you.
Sure. Thank you very much, Chris. So, I mean, the one thing that I can tell all of us is, you see, the day that I saw the Max presentation, the day that I saw what you are seeing right now, I mean, to me, I was thinking that, this is something that is just for me, something that my friend wants me to be a part of, my brother wants me to be a part of. But little did I know that what I was seeing, or what I was being exposed to, was not just for me. You see, sometimes we are exposed to opportunities, and then we get to think of ourselves, and sometimes we might make decisions, based on how we feel, or what we think about. But I can say to you confidently that sometimes the reason why we get exposed to opportunities is for the people who are around us. Sometimes for our family, sometimes for our friends. There are certain individuals that are waiting for an opportunity. There are certain people that are waiting for your phone call. There are certain parents, there are certain kids whose mothers, whose fathers will only get to use Max product because they know you. And once you become part of this company, you give them a phone call, and that is where they'll have their breakthrough. My brother Williams thought he was just calling me about Max, but little did he know that that call was going to give my mom life. Yesterday, I was telling a group of associates that, listen, if William had not called me, my mother would have been dead. I'm sure she would have been dead, because nothing was working to start using Max product. So listen, you have been exposed to an opportunity. And based on my personal experience, what I can tell you is that, listen, take this and decide to run with it. There are a lot of individuals that you are going to impact. There are people that will use Max product because of your recommendation, because of your network, and their lives will never be the same. And if you're that kind of person that, impact and helping people, and, gives you excitement, and getting paid for that is something that you would want to do, then I invite you to become part of Max International. I invite you to become part of this organization. And what we are going to do is that myself, Chris, and other able leaders all around the world will be ready 120% every single day, committed to guide you through the process, so that you get trained, so that you know how to build this business correctly, to make good income, and to help other people as well. So thank you very much. I hope to see you soon. The next time you should be connecting on our platform, you should be connecting as an associate, proud associate with the Max ID, with your products flying all over in your environment, in your social circles. And I hope that this decision, you make it today and right now, so that together we can say we are Max. Thank you very much, Chris, for the opportunity, and I do appreciate this so much. And we thank you for actually showing up. We invited you. You could have chosen not to be here, but you are here, and that means so much to us. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you so much, Java. It was an absolute honor to present with you, and I look forward to our next round. Everybody have a great rest of the evening or afternoon, depending on where you live in the world. Bye for now.
Yep.